morning. This is your weekly update with Jim Stewart. I'm the Chief Investment Officer here at Worth Asset Management. Today is March 6, 2023, and I'm out traveling on business, and I am in Nashville, Tennessee, but I can still go ahead and give you three threes for the week. I'm going to go over our top three major asset classes, their performance, our short-term positioning on both equities and bonds, and the market movers for the week. So let's jump on in. Okay, let's go over the major asset classes, their performance for the week, 3-month, and 1-year return basis. Last week, we did have some positive returns in the market and also on the bond market, equities and commodities, gold, and real estate. The only loser for the week was the US dollar. On a 3-month basis, it's a mixed market over the last 3 months. And right now, we still have some of the equities and the international equities barely positive, while bonds, US dollar, and commodities are your negatives for that 3-month period. On a 1-year basis, we still only have the US dollar as our positive, while everything else is still in the red. All right, let's go over the top three major asset classes for the week. On a long-term basis, we still only have no changes. So we still have T-bills, mid-cap equities, and US dollar as our top three major asset classes. Again, we saw that defense and offense are still battling for position. Actually, the market's just going up, coming right back down, going back up, actually going nowhere. So that's the battle that we're facing right now. All right, let's go over the positioning on the short-term basis for our bonds. And right now, the year-to-date performance is only up 0.6. We were buying here back at the end of November, but that turned right back around on Valentine's Day. We went right back to protect mode as interest rates are starting to go up. And we have a big meeting this week, which I'll go over here in a sec. Chairman Powell will be discussing interest rates moving forward, and that could affect the bond market on a short-term basis. All right, let's go over the equities on a short-term basis. The performance so far year-to-date is 5.4, but we have been bouncing back and forth. We went back to protect mode. We were on offense here from the beginning of the year. We went back to protect mode in February 23rd. Since then, the market has gone up, but it's basically just a little bit above where we got out. We're comfortable. And again, we got to remember, we've got these two trading zones that I said we're probably going to trade inside those two trading zones until we get some definitive answers on a breakout, either up or on the downside. So right now, we're just going to go ahead and wait and get some more clarity. All right, let's go over the top three market movers for the week. The number one is Chairman Powell's testimony to Congress, and that will be on Tuesday and Wednesday. So they will be drilling him to find out, how long are they going to raise interest rates and how many times? And right now, the projections are for 4 25 basis point hikes for the remainder of the year to get us into that range about 5.5, 5.75. The number two market mover for the week is the labor market. Now, we have quite a few reports coming out on Wednesday and Friday. We have the JOLTS on Wednesday, and that will be reports for January, tracking the number of openings, hires, quits, and separations for the month. Also on Wednesday, we have the ADP will give out the private sector payrolls for February. And right now, the economists are projecting 185 compared to 108 in January. This leads us into the big number for the week, which will be on Friday. And the BLS has the projection at 200 for last month. And if you remember right, back in January, we had 517. That was a blowout number. So we'll see if that even gets revised downwards. Third is probably the least, will probably be President Biden's budget proposal. He will be outlining his proposal for the upcoming fiscal year. The main thing will be on taxes. He's trying to tax because he's got to pay for all the spending that he's doing. So that will be discussed heavily. That's it for this week. Thank you for joining us. Our next update is Monday, March 13th. As always, continue to subscribe, like, and follow, and we shall see you next week. Have a great week trading.